Hello everyone, welcome to your Adobe XD Daily Creator Challenge. My name is Ruben and I will be your host. If you wanted to follow along and wanted to create this challenge with us, simply scroll down to your description. There's a link there for the source files so you can follow along. Yesterday was super fun. We created some social media posts, but today we have something totally different. And we're gonna jump right away. All right, so today's challenge it'll be to create a mobile onboarding experience. You know, we wanted to create that first impression by creating a seamless onboarding experience for your mobile device, mobile application. And these onboarding experiences, you know, like screens and designs are developed because you wanted to showcase like some of the functionalities of your app. Maybe you wanted to showcase, maybe you want to say welcome just to your users. Maybe you want to educate them on what's about to happen, or maybe you want to showcase some of the features that you have in your app. That's totally valid. Some companies don't do onboarding experiences, but I think they are very, very beneficial to the users. And it's all about the user when we're talking about user experience. All right, so that being said, we have some inspirations right here. We gathered from Behance. But what we're going to do, we have some assets already in place. And we're going to pretend this is an app, like a travel app. So you can find destinations, plan a trip, and all of that fun stuff. So we're going to start right away. Some of these assets, I'm going to tell you where I got it from. But actually, I use a plugin, an Adobe plugin that I will tell you right now. But first things first. First thing I want you to do is just press A, your artboard, and then pick the mobile device that you want, like your screens. Like for example, iPhone 13 Pro Max, the Pro, Mini, whatever you feel comfortable with. So I'm gonna go with probably the 13 Pro, which is a little bit smaller than the Pro Max. All right. So we got our first artboard, and what I'm gonna do is just like I'm gonna place everything in the screens. I'm going to place everything in there, and then we're going to see if we have some time so we can like maybe create some animations maybe in between. That'll be great. So first things I'm going to do is just like I'm going to bring this up here. Just bring it like probably up there. Maybe grab the first one. You can just copy and paste it. You can just drag it if you want to, however you want to do it. Perfectly center that. Use your guidelines and everything in there. This is kind of like the welcome one. So I'm going to just like go ahead and, you know, first let me just create the color of these. I already have some colors already in here, but let me just like go ahead and call this probably text. So that way I know. Okay, so I'm gonna copy, because later on, if I wanted to change the color of that, we can just go back and just like change it again. All right, I have my first kind of like screen is coming along. I'm gonna just copy all of this and just paste it on my artboard. Let me just go here. Maybe we can pull this up maybe. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to just like Command G, Control G on your PC, just group them together so you can move them together. Then we're going to just like, there you go, pull this up a little bit. Maybe this will be the same padding as the one on top. And then we're going to bring this probably up a little bit. And that's kind of cool right there. One thing we're missing right now is kind of like a skip button somewhere in here. So what I'm gonna do is just I'm gonna press my T for text, and I'm gonna just like type in skip. You probably don't see it because it's white. So probably 32, maybe, I don't know, probably 24. Let's see how that looks. And then I'm gonna use the eyedropper, or I can just simply like click here and I have the same color. And let's align that over there. I think the font size is way too big, so what we're gonna do is probably go down to 18 maybe. All right, so like about there maybe. Touch target probably will be, like 44 so that people can actually tap on it. But we're not going to worry about that right now. So we have the first screen. Let me just rename this artboard, travel app. And then onboarding. Okay, that's great. That's number one. That's pretty good. So we're going to go ahead and go number 2. I just hold down Option on my Mac or Alt on your PC, and then just drag it and create or duplicate your artboard, however you want to do that. All right, so this is number 2. I think I want to stay with the same thing here, but what I'm going to do, find a destination. I'm going to copy and just like remove this one, just paste it in there. If I want to know the exact location of this, I can just like click on it and go here and see the Y axis, which is 511. So let's just make this 511 and then click on your new, click on the white, click on the new text and heading and press 511 and it's going to go to the same position. Then what I'm going to do is just bring this bad boy into the picture. Remember that we grouped this, so we're gonna go ahead and just like click in here. We're gonna remove that, and within the group, just gonna paste it in there. Let's just bring it down. All right, perfect. And then what we're gonna do is just move things around, and just like you can, like perfectly align it if you want to. Then for the color here, we're gonna just like replace that color. Press I and then just grab that color, and then let's just like use like a light version of that, which is kind of nice. And then we're going to do the same thing for this one. I think the color is way too strong, so let's just dim it down just a tiny bit. There you go. And that way we don't make this app like super boring. We make it a little bit fun with colors and stuff. Okay, that's number 2. And then we have our pagination type of thing here. So we're going to do is just like replace the first one with the new one. So I'm going to grab it, put it towards the end, and then grab this one, the new one, and just like boom. Or maybe just center it kind of like in there maybe. Or if we want to be like super, it's like 6 pixels. That is good. I think this is great. Looking pretty good. So far, so good. All right, we're going to go to the third one, maybe. Yes. Remember, duplicate it by pressing Option, hold down Option or Alt on your PC. This is number 3. That's great. Then we're going to grab this artwork, and then we're going to place it inside. There you go. And I'm going to delete the destinations and then bring the map up a tiny bit. And since we are like doing different colors and stuff, so let's see if we can do something about this. So what I'm doing with this illustrations, I'm going to go in and I'm going to just like click, Command Shift click, and just like select all those colors and then choose a new color. I don't know. I'm feeling like maybe something like that. Maybe that kind of works. All right, which is kind of similar to this one, but it doesn't matter. That's cool. And then what we're going to change is actually the background image to have probably the same color, but then we have an opacity in there. And maybe also, I don't know, maybe just because we can just probably change the shape of this now that I'm thinking about it. So double click on your shape. Maybe you want to twist it a little bit, maybe in a different angle. I don't know. It's just like being creative. Maybe this is kind of like maybe for the when I'm probably prototyping, maybe doing something different. Okay, that's cool. Maybe this one we just like flip it. So you go here and you just flip it. And then probably turn it around, maybe like so. That's cool. And then the last one, I'm going kind of fast because I wanted to be able to create other stuff. So we are missing the text for the third one, which is plan a trip. So that's what are we going to do right now. Delete the whole thing. That's why it's very important to group your stuff so you can paste them together like pretty quick and move them together. Remember the white axis, it was 511. So that way it's lined up with the other ones. All right, so that's great. Let's just move our pagination accordingly as well. So we're gonna just move this dot 6 pixels margin. That's great. That's perfect. And then the last one, let's do again, hold on, option, duplicate, number 4. Maybe let's just like make this one like this way, maybe. All right, just copy the new one, go inside the folder, paste it inside the folder, and then delete the last one, bring it all the way to the top, maybe like about there. And I want a green for this one. Maybe let's go inside here and just like change the color of, hold down Command or Control in your PC so you can like click on, and hold down Shift also. So that way you can click on other areas. So let's change it to a green, maybe like something like, oh, that's too crazy. So let's mute it color, maybe something like that. Maybe that'll work. And then of course, we're gonna change the background. So we're gonna select that background shape and just press I and then just select that color. Boom. Maybe those mountains, like you can barely see them. Maybe we can do something about that. So let's just Command click and then press Shift so you can select multiple things. Maybe this will be, I don't know, maybe a shade of this green color, but what we're gonna do is just make it a different, maybe like a different light color. Maybe like a, something like about there, maybe. I don't like that. It's kind of cool. And then this one will be kind of like the last screen. So we are going to move this one, Command click down here, and then bring this one to here. Perfect. And then of course, the last screen, the button, the CTA needs to be probably get started or something like that. And maybe that becomes like a new, I don't know. Should we reverse the colors just to see how that looks? So we're gonna reverse the colors. We're gonna go like this for the background, and then for the text, we're gonna go with that yellow. I don't like it. Let's see how it looks. No. So let's go back, Command Z, and get started is fine. All right, so I really like what we have done here. So far, so good. Perfect. We can do some cool animations here, I think. One thing that I wanted to do is actually probably change the color of our text because, I don't know, maybe we can add some light grays, not mid tones and some stuff in there to make it lighter. So let's go back and remember when I created this text color. So just right click on it and press edit. And then let's go into the blues, but then start moving your circle maybe like around that area. Maybe like if you go here, let's way too bluish. So let's do something like about here, maybe. Maybe the text is way too big. Maybe this text, if we go into the character styles and we just like add a character style here, what you could do is just right click, edit, And then maybe not 40, maybe 32 might do the work. Okay. I think that is good. That's better. Make sure you center your stuff, because probably some of the stuff like might not be center when you move things around. But if they are center, that's good. Plan a trip. That's the last one. We need to pull this guy up here. Perfect. Click on your artboard number 4, paste it. Remember the y-axis, we say 511, so we lock that location on the y-axis. So we have 4 different ones. I think I'm going to move them just a little bit, like to the, probably through here, maybe. Just a little to the right. And then one thing I wanted to show you, like these illustrations, I got them from a plugin that I use, and I'm going to tell you right now the name of it. It's called the UnDraw. Like you just go ahead and add your new plugins, click on UnDraw, and then what you're going to do, you have so many different variations of illustrations in there. You're going to click for example, the search icon, and you're going to type in whatever you're looking for. Let's say design. And you're going to get some cool design illustrations here. And then once you're happy with one that you like, then what you do is you select your color if you want to. Like, for example, this one is kind of cool, right? But you have some colors already, primary colors already in your system. You can go ahead and click on that primary color. Click on that illustration. Now you just need to paste it. So what you're going to do is Command V or Control V on your PC, and you're going to paste you're going to paste the new illustration with the new color that you selected from there. And that's how easy it is you can resize it. You can do whatever you want. You can even modify this. Like you can modify things around if you need to, if you like to do that type of stuff. You are pretty much welcome to do that as well. All right. So back again into the onboarding experience. I think we have some cool stuff in here. What I'm going to do is let's just separate this just a tiny bit. I don't know, maybe just a tiny bit. I don't know what I'm going to do yet for the animation, but I'm just, as we go, I'm thinking about it. All right. So for the intro, what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to duplicate this. And then for this animation, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this down and this up. And then I'm going to lower the opacity completely on the first one. Perfect. And then this one and this one will come together as one, and then lower the opacity 100%. And then the button, you can do the same thing, just a tiny bit, maybe, and then just lower the opacity 100%. All right, so there, we're going to go into prototype, and we're going to go from here to here. And what we're going to do is going to be time, and it's going to be, I don't know, I'm going to put 1 second so we can see it like happening. And we're going to go to auto animate. And then the easing we're going to do is in and out. And then we're going to do 0.8, something like that. And then let's test this out first. I think one thing I missed, it was actually the skip. But we can leave that there for now. Let's just play this. 1 second. Perfect. All right. So I don't like the skip to be there by itself. So what I'm going to do is also, I'm going to like pull it up a little bit and just like opacity down. That is perfect. All right. We got the first one in, which is good. Then what we're going to do is just like actually go into the prototype mode and then click on the next button. And we're going to go to the next one. And then what it's going to do, Adobe XD is so smart that it will remember your last action, which is auto animate, ease in and out, 0.8, which is great. That's what we want. So same thing we're going to do here is click on the next, and we're going to go to the next one. It's going to remember the whole thing. That's perfect. Let's go into the next one. Boom. And then once you hit start, get started, you're going to get started into your new app, which is, in this case, we don't have. All right. So let's click on this home. This will be the home. One thing I don't like is that I have to wait like 1 second. Let's see if I can do 0.3. 0.3 seconds. That's great. So I'm going to just play it again and see what happens. Remember to save your files if you're working locally. Boom. That's perfect. Let's go to next. Great. All right. I like that. Let's go to the next one. Perfect. Everything is moving along at the same time, which is pretty cool. All right. I kind of like it. All right. So if we go back again to the beginning, what we're going to do here is probably like, let's look for the snap ease in, like probably snap, just to see how that looks and the difference between the ease in and out and snap. So let's see. Perfect. I like that. That's dope. Let's see this one. From this one to, okay, let me go back again and, okay, great. Something happened there, like it's jumpy a little bit and I don't like that. So let's see. So it's in and out. If we do snap in here too, let's see what happens. So we are there, we're on the second screen kind of thing. We're going to click next. Happens way too fast. So what we're going to do is kind of go back again to is in and out because I think it works. So if I go again into the main, perfect. You go to the next one, great. Go to the next one, awesome. Go to the next one, pretty cool. Let's see it again. If you wanted to bring it up, like you can press Command Enter on your PC, Control Enter, Command Enter on your Mac, Control Enter on your PC, and you can bring it up instead of going in here on the top right. Okay, great. All right, for some reason, there are some things that I kind of like don't like. There's some jumps that I will probably see if we can fix it within a few minutes that we have left. But I think so far so good, I think. What do you guys think on the chat? Let me know. All right, so we got this one goes from this one to, maybe it's not about the auto animate. Maybe it's more about, maybe it shouldn't be auto animate. Maybe it should be, I don't know, maybe it should be like bound now. Let's do wind up. Let's just have some fun right now. All right. Ooh. Interesting. I don't like that. Oh, wow. Totally different. All right. So let's do this one. Let's try out a few of easing. Let's do is in. Let's see how that looks. Go back again one. So this is okay. Then this one. Ooh, don't like that much. So I'm gonna go back again into probably, let's do bounce. Why not? Let's try bounce. Whew. Look at that. I'll go back again. Let's try it again. I kind of like it and not like it at the same time. So what I'm gonna do is just go back again to my old is in and out because I think it works. There's some things that I would fix, kind of like I'll show you right now. But let's see. This is the final product. Boom. All right. So welcome. Find your destination. Plan your trip. And enjoy your travel. All right. I think we pretty much nail the whole concept of, you know, building an amazing onboard experience. It's all about educating. It's all about showing the user some of the functionalities of your app and stuff like that. Of course, every app will be different. Every business goals will be different, and you probably, here we're showing some of the information and stuff that you will find in there, but for some other apps, you will probably have to educate the users on how to use this app, or maybe you want to showcase some of the functionalities, or probably showcase some of the new features that they have. And that's it for today. Don't forget to join our Discord and put in your stuff in there, because we have amazing mentors there that can help you, you know, level up your skills. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and bye-bye.